Many politicians and activists in Canada champion the benefits of green technology and government spending on green job creation as a strategy for alleviating unemployment and spurring economic growth. These expectations clash with both economic theory and practical experience in Europe. Green jobs in Spain destroyed 2.2 jobs for every green job created, while the capital needed for one green job in Italy would create almost 5 jobs in the general economy. Wind and solar power have raised household energy prices by 7.5% in Germany, and Denmark has the highest electricity rates in the European Union. Central planners here in Ontario trying to promote green industry will fare no better at creating jobs or stimulating the economy. Evidence from Europe shows that government green job schemes often backfire. Politicians and activists often suggest that governments can strengthen the economy by spending money to create green jobs. The idea behind green job creation is that if governments provide subsidies to producers of renewable energy, this will improve the profitability of firms in those industries, causing them to expand and hire more employees. Unfortunately, this line of thinking is based on an economic fallacy. The reality is that governments can't really create jobs in the long term. All they can do is shift jobs around. Whatever money government spends on creating jobs in the renewable energy sector, it must tax away from other industries in the economy. This drains capital out of other sectors, leading to job losses that are usually more than to offset job creation in the renewable energy sector. Evidence from Europe strongly suggests that green jobs schemes usually lead to net employment losses in the economy. Italy, Spain, Germany, the United Kingdom, Denmark, and the Netherlands have all tried and failed to accomplish positive outcomes with green job plans. These countries have learned the hard way that you can't plan and spend your way to green prosperity. Ontario should avoid making the same mistakes. To understand the fallacy of governments creating green jobs through subsidies and regulations, we have to reach back to the writing of French economist Frédéric Bastiat. In 1850, Bastiat explained the fallacy that underlies such thinking in an essay about the unseen cost of such efforts. Bastiat explained it in terms of the broken window fallacy. He explained the fallacy as follows. Imagine some shopkeeper, say a baker, they have their windows broken by a rock-throwing child. People sympathize with the shopkeepers until someone claims that the broken windows are not all that bad. After all, they create work for the glassmaker, who might then be able to buy more food, benefiting the grocer, or buy more clothes, benefiting the tailor. If enough of windows are broken, the glassmaker might even hire an assistant, thereby creating a job. Did the child therefore do a public service by breaking windows? No. We must also consider that the shopkeepers would have done with the money they spent to fix their windows had these windows not been broken. Most likely, the shopkeepers would have plowed that money back into their stores. Perhaps they would have bought more stock from their suppliers, or maybe they would have hired new employees. Before the windows were broken, the shopkeepers had intact windows and the money to purchase more goods and the money to purchase or hire new workers. After the windows were broken, they had to use that money to repair the windows and thus were unable to expand their businesses. Were the windows not broken, the town would have still had the jobs created by the baker's spending, and the baker would still have the value of his original window. Since he does have to have it fixed, he and the village as a whole have been made poorer. Among economists, it's well understood that governments do not create jobs. The willingness of entrepreneurs to invest their capital paired with consumer demand for goods and services does. All that governments can do is subsidize some industries while raising costs for others. In the green case, governments will destroy jobs in the conventional energy sector, and most likely in other industrial sectors, through taxes and subsidies given to new green companies that will use taxpayer dollars to undercut the competition. The subsidized jobs that will be created, quote unquote, are by definition less efficient uses of capital than market-created jobs are. This means they are less economically productive than the jobs they displace and contribute less to economic growth. Finally, the good produced by government-favored jobs is inherently a non-economic good that has to be maintained indefinitely, often without an economic revenue model. as in the case of roads, rail systems, mass transit, and probably windmills, solar power installations, etc. Both economic theory and the experience of European countries that have attempted to build a green energy economy to create green jobs reveal that such thinking is deeply fallacious. Italy, Spain, Germany, the United Kingdom, Denmark, and the Netherlands have all tried and failed to accomplish positive outcomes with renewable energy. Some will suggest that Ontario is different, and that Ontario planners have the wisdom to make the green economy work. However, there's no getting around the fact that one does not improve one's economy or create jobs by breaking windows, and Ontario planners are no more omniscient than planners who tried the same programs